I love to see the positivity. All right, today, though, a lot of people are worried. It's the 12th anniversary of Katrina. We're watching a ton of rain. Orleans Parish schools are closed.
So the heavy rain originally looked like it was going to come through overnight has not come through. We've gotten some light to moderate rain, which is causing some minor little side street flooding issues. So that's some good news. But don't put your guard down. We still could see some very heavy rain later throughout the day today. Yesterday, Lakefront Airport got 1.5 inches of rain in 15 minutes. So that's how much rain could fall quickly across our area. You can see here some of the low clouds across the city this morning. Kind of an eerie sight, actually, with some of the showers coming on into the city as we begin our day today. Take a look and you'll see here the latest satellite and radar showing center circulation again south of Brazosport there in Texas in the Galveston Bay area, and it's not really moving much. It's kind of drifting here off to the east and gradually expected to work its way right near the Texas-Louisiana border. Unfortunately, look at this, more heavy rain falling into Houston overnight and into this morning. Bands of rain continue to come on through now. Lake Charles got a little break in the action because look at this. This is dry air, the oranges and reds wrapping around it, and some of it is sneaking across southwest Louisiana. That will actually help to reduce the overall coverage of rain over the next couple of days for us. Not so much today. We're right on the edge of that dry area and very moist air, and unfortunately that is kind of what the setup we're looking at for giving us that heavy rain threat. Obviously the bullseye for heavy rain over near the Houston area, but you can see new areas of heavy rain near the Lake Charles area. Across our area, looking at anywhere from not as much rain on the North Shore, a few spots can be a little higher near Madisonville, Slidell not as much, but you come to the South Shore, 2 to 6 inches of rain so far has fallen in the last 48 hours across our area here. Back over to Houston, though, you can see more heavy rain continue coming in, mainly from Houston off to the east, but nonetheless, though, areas that do not need more rain and heavy rain are continuing to get it. Lake Charles, not as widespread rain, which is some good news for them as some of the waters can kind of recede a little bit. Lafayette, Jeanerette area, heading back to Morgan City, more heavy rain continues to fall there, and some more moderate rain falling across our area, which is not too bad. This is manageable rain, a nice steady rain out there, so we'll take it. But notice the heavier downpours here along the coastline. See those reds and oranges? That indicates some heavier downpours. This is coming on into Grand Isle. We already have some coastal flooding issues as well this morning, too. And a coastal flood advisory now in effect for areas west of the Mississippi there, or east of the Mississippi. But we're still looking at, again, some heavy downpours continue to come on shore. Latest trend I've seen is they're pretty heavy over the Gulf waters, and once they work their way inland, they tend to not be quite as intense. So, again, we'll take that. That is some good news for us. Right now, it's really the CBD off to the east. That's where some of the more moderate rain is falling. Back to Terrytown, Chalmette area, back over toward Violet, the Gentilly area, as well as in the New Orleans East area. A little bit more moderate rain, but again, not overly heavy rain there. But from Metairie, Jefferson, River Ridge, Kenner area, lighter rain continues to fall over top of you this morning. Heavy downpour the midpoint of the causeway. There's some weather restrictions, Angie was telling me there, so we're watching out for that if your travels take you there. And you can see not as much rain on the North Shore. Some lighter showers continue to move through, but that band of heavier rain, if it holds together, could get into Mandeville, Covington, Slidell area here in the next, say, 30 minutes. So with Harvey, the latest winds are at 45. It is expected to remain a tropical storm here, a weak one, because there's not any rain wrapping around the center, but looks like a possible landfall maybe tomorrow morning to the afternoon, somewhere right around Louisiana-Texas state line, maybe just over on our side of that line, before it works its way toward Alexandria, Memphis area, Nashville, and heading up toward Kentucky as we go forward here throughout the next couple of days. That does keep New Orleans here on the eastern side of it and south of that, so we're still going to see that threat for some bands of rain continue to come in for the rest of the week. The tropical storm warnings extend all the way here to about not quite Morgan City, Patterson area, but you can see there are parts of Vermilion and Cameron parishes under that. Also a storm surge warning or watch there as well, too, as you can see 1 to 3 feet of surge. For us, though, you can see these bands of rain coming in, maybe a little break at 9 o'clock this morning. Looks like another band comes in from lunchtime. Like yesterday at lunchtime, these could be fairly intense downpours coming on across the area. They'll move through here by 3 o'clock, and then the rain notice kind of does taper off this evening like it did yesterday. Still will see some scattered downpours out there by 9:30 tonight. Overnight, still looking at some scattered storms. Again, these could produce some quick downpours, but notice they're more scattered in variety, and this will be the trend throughout our Wednesday as well, too. So that's some good news as Harvey makes that third landfall right near our state line with Texas. And then as we go forward here throughout 7 o'clock on Wednesday, again, the rain's starting to taper off a little more. And then on Thursday, we'll still see some bands of rain coming in, but looks like maybe the heaviest could be off to our east. So that's some good news as we head forward the next couple of days. The GFS model model still says an additional 14 inches for Houston, saying about 7 inches across our area, and maybe about 3 inches according to the European for us. So that's a lot less, which would be good news, even for Houston as well, too. So I'm kind of favoring this model, although European actually has handled the current situation the best. We have a flash flood watch in effect till Thursday with an additional 4 to 8 inches possible, and still could see waterspouts and tornadoes with a slight risk across our area. So again, what to expect? Again, street flooding all week, tides running 1 to 2 feet above normal, and the threat for waterspouts and those tornadoes. Looks like our chance of rain 100% today, 70% Wednesday and Thursday, and a little less as we head into the weekend. Angie?
Thanks so much.